Honorable members, I am very happy to be present here today and thought that it would be very necessary for me to take part in this debate. But I feel it my duty to place my ideas and views of my party before the House. I may state at the outset that nobody here welcomes this measure, nor is ever a taxation measure popular. It is not for that reason that we ask this House to support this measure, but it is on a much stronger ground, namely the necessity for providing funds for carrying on the administration of the state satisfactorily. We are not in the happy position of my friends opposite who have dealt with only one side of the question and have put forward the plea that as this House has practically come to the end of its time, this measure of taxation should not be brought before it. We in office feel the responsibility for the proper administration of the country and are brought face to face with the realities of the situation and both sides of the financial position. Honorable members are no doubt aware that agriculture is the greatest industry in our country and that in the present state of economic depression, it is essential to give the peasants the greatest relief possible. If we support this measure of taxation today, it is because we feel that the peasants increasingly need relief and because we want to be in a position to give him the necessary relief. I may state that the policy of our party is to give adequate relief to the peasants and ultimately evolve a more easy system of land revenue, and that for this purpose it will certainly be necessary to find other means of taxation. I therefore submit that it is not correct to say and argue that this is merely an additional form of taxation. It is because we feel it necessary to enable the government to continue the land revenue remission and also other reliefs that we are supporting this bill. My case before the House is that this measure should not be considered to be a taxation measure as such, should not be judged alone, but should be considered together with other measures of relief which the government have been able to undertake during the last few years of economic depression. If the balance is struck, I am sure that the sum total of the financial proposals are really taken to afford relief to the peasants who most need such relief. As regards the various political issues that have been raised, I wish, at the risk of repetition, to state once again that as a party working on constitutional lines with administrative experience in previous years, we feel it our duty to explore other ways of taxation which ultimately would replace the land revenue that is being there. I also wish to state that our appeal to the country has been on proper lines and that in continuing to carry out our policies, we have no doubt we will have the support of the people in the future as in the past. We need not be carried away by the sayings that any measure of this kind will have a serious effect on our future. We are sure that the people we represent will support us. Dear sir, this refers to your letter of the 5th instant asking us to deliver the plain paper copier machine at your office premises on Mahatma Gandhi Road, Bangalore. In this connection, our representative called on you yesterday and he reports that the alterations to the room where the machine is to be installed have not yet been completed, such as construction of the sink, etc. It is recommended that the new machine and equipment be kept in our stores pending completion of the modifications to the room when delivery can be effected and installations commenced without any difficulty. We trust this will meet with your approval. As suggested, our relative invoice is forwarded herewith so that you may pass the same for payment before the financial year closes. The required quantity of special type of paper will also be supplied when the machine is installed and starts working. It is not advisable to store this paper under ordinary conditions for a maximum period as this is likely to affect the quality of the same. In the circumstances, it is recommended that orders for this special paper be placed for quantities to 1 month's average requirements. For your information, this special paper is stored by us in specially constructed air conditioned stock rooms where the temperature is very well maintained at a constant level, ideally for storing such materials. These rooms are open to inspection at any time. Yours faithfully,